What's up? Hello. How you doing, Desi? What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? What is with this? How's that? There, that's about as good as you're gonna get. I hope everybody's doing good out there in the free world. I know I'm doing okay, I get. What's up, Super Chat? Not a problem, sports. What are y'all doing out there today? Tell me what you guys are doing today. I ain't doing nothing, just sitting here at work for another couple hours. Then I gotta go home, start searching for a better job, or try to anyway. That's what I gotta do. You what? Lift it? What? Gifted? Oh, thanks, Dave. I appreciate you, man. Yep, I'm at work, just chilling till it's time to go home, take care of the fam. Still hot as hell outside, that's for sure. I don't understand what's going on. Let's see here. How you doing? Hello. I don't There's no translation. Why is there no translation? Anywho, looks like you're from Russia. Hello, Russia. Somewhere over there, Ukraine, somewhere. Just give me a thumbs up, man. Just a thumbs up. I hope everybody's okay. I don't know what to talk about, man. I mean, what is there to talk about? I don't know. Foreigners, man. Don't understand. Why is it? There we go. I am at work though, doing nothing. Waiting for time to go by to go home. So if I got a customer and I mute the mic, I may have to step away just for enough time to help the customer out, and then I'll be right back. Something's got to give, though. Life is not supposed to be this hard for anyone. If your life is hard, leave a comment. If you're going through tough times right now, leave a comment. Give a thumbs up. See if I'll start a poll. There we go. Started a poll. Let's see how that does. Gotta keep them separated. What's up, everybody? Do, 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 do. Oh, another vote on the poll. I don't know who's out there watching and voted, but thanks. Appreciate it. Hey. Oh, golly. Guys, I'll be right back. Be right What's up, everybody? Dude, I just got done dealing with some customers, man. I'll be right back. Give me a second. How's everybody doing today? I'm back. Why is my screen so dark? Man, whatever. Can't fix it. Whatever. What do y'all want to talk about? I'm at work, so y'all got something to talk about. Let's talk. I got about maybe 45 minutes before I have to get off here and do a few things around the shop and go home. Thanks for the thumbs up, people. Y'all very much appreciated. I don't see nobody in the chats running their mouth, so what's up? Anybody got something to say? Let's say it. Let's hear it. I have no problem answering questions. Hope y'all drinking plenty of water because it is hot, hot, hot outside. So 475 or 475 bills are going to be written into law here in Illinois, and every single one of them does not help Illinois at all. It's to tax us more, tax us more, tax us more. What up, Ray? Chicago Cubs, baby. Chi-Town. I hope you got to see that. Hey, Ray, since you're in here, bud, check this out. If I'm ever able to move to Oklahoma within the next 6 months to a year, like I plan on, uh, my daughter said if you keep that misprint book and mail it to me, she will sign it for you. And then I can send it back. Why is nothing working on one, but everything's working on the other? Why is it? I'm not understanding. Where's the chats on my live? Why am I not seeing nothing? Chat filter. Oh, chat filter. Oh, there we go. Now I can see chats. No, it's baseball. Yeah, no, I get it. I really don't watch the sports anymore either, but because I don't have time. But I'd rather watch drag races, and I'd rather watch bike drag races, and I'd rather watch those, man. The motorcycle drag races I like a lot. That's that's one thing I do like. But how's everything good with you, bro? Everything good? Oh, and let you know her second book is coming out at the end of this year, and her third book is going to be released spring or summer next year. So, other than that, I'm just sitting at work chilling. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I'm starting to learn how to do edits, Ray, uh, and start making clips and shorts and stuff. I'm going to practice on it over the weekend and see what I can do. So, never been a sports guy. Hey, man, a lot of people haven't, or not. I was just raised up in a Chicago Cubs family. That's all. You play golf? Hey, man, I'll Happy Gilmore some shit, bro. I'm not even lying. I'll. I ain't good, but I'll play golf. I used to live on a golf course when I was a kid, but I never picked it up. But I know how to golf. I just don't. I think I went golfing maybe 4 times in my whole life. Damn. That bet you that sucked. Sorry to hear that, man. Oh, bud. Easy fix though, yeah? Is it an easy fix? The question I have is motorcycles easier to work on than cars? And the only reason why I think yes is because you don't have a engine bay with no room. With a motorcycle, you have room to work on. Yeah, I watched all y'all's show last night on Um, a little bit of it anyway, on preppers and stuff, doomsday preppers. I don't think hardcore cash is going to be the key at that time. I think it's going to be like gold, silver, titanium, diamonds. That's going to be your barter system right there. It's going to go back to the way it was, I believe, anyway. Like they still have a barter system in Maine. I know in some parts of Tennessee and the Appalachians they have a barter system. Oh, you got to use one. As long as it works. As long as it works. So it's all that matters. Get back on two wheels and ride. Basic stuff, yeah. I just feel like, they're easier to work on because you're just right there. Everything's in the open. And compared to a truck or a car, depending how big the motor is depending on how much room you have to move around in that engine bay. So I really feel like motorcycles are easier to work on. Of course, I've never worked on one, and I don't want to sit there and say I'm a master mechanic. I'm pretty sure I could figure it out, but I could work on cars. I was taught that as a young age. As soon as I was able to hold a wrench, I was underneath the hood. As soon as I was tall enough to reach over the pool table, I was able to shoot pool. I got taught all that stuff. Yeah, it'll be what people could use, not money. And that's exactly what, I think, a lot of preppers are stashing cash away, but cash is going to have no value in a doomsday scenario. At that point in time, it's going to be hard metals and trading, like, who's got the most sugar, who's willing to trade off some sugar for some flour or vice versa or whatever. But if it ever did come to that, it'll be something like a Mad Max scenario. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Yeah, a lot of people don't because then, it's. I'm not saying it's difficult for them to understand or how the mechanics work, but some people just don't get into it because it's just too much to look into. Like this sensor could go wrong, or that sensor could go wrong, or which plug is misfiring, and this and that and the other, the timing and all that stuff. It's a lot more than a motorcycle, that's for sure. So I mean, I don't know. I really don't work on cars anymore unless it's my brakes because I'm just over it. I'm so over it. It's just, it's a pain in the ass to me, and it's just, I don't know. I used to love working on cars when I was younger, But as I got older, it's like, oh, I'll let somebody else deal with that. I'm like done with it, you know. But if I had a motorcycle, I'd probably do my own work, even if I knew how to ride anyway. I seen a ad on TV where this lady had a Harley Davidson for $1,599. I looked at my wife and she was like, "We don't have the money." I was like, "I know, but I wish we did. I'd love to have that bike for $1,599. I'd just sit it in the driveway. Don't even know how to ride it. I'd just make it look pretty." But other than that, now I'll work on an old car, like an old style with like carburetor motors and the ones that has the distributors, uh, stuff like that. The older they are, the more likely I'll work on them. But these new ones, I can't stand a single new car, man. They're just, I can't wrap my head around it. All this extra shit in cars we don't need. But yeah, I mean, it sucks about shifter, man. You gonna get that thing back on the road this weekend? Yeah. Outside of pickup trucks and cars, man, the only other thing I've driven was go karts. That was it. I couldn't find nobody to teach me how to ride a motorcycle. You know, like I was telling you and John a couple weeks ago. You know, I couldn't find nobody to actually show me and teach me how to do it. So I just stayed away. I would love to have a bike, but there's no reason to buy one if you don't know how to drive one. That's just, I don't know. And the heat's got everything running so slow. My phone was acting up yesterday and acting up the day before, and I don't know. It's just in and out of doctor's appointments all day the last 2 days for my wife, and it's just crazy. What is up, retired rider? How are you doing, my man? Well, retired writer, I'm gonna tell you this. Yeah, you're making it. Yeah. Hey, so remember I telling you about my wife? She had that MRI yesterday, and today she went and seen her doctor, and come to find out she has two or three bulging discs in her lower back that are popping outward, and the cushions that's in between the disc are no more, and she's got a osteo something arthritis and in her back, and she's got what looks like a small tumor right where the disc are bulging, but they don't know if it's cancerous or not. They say it could be just an arthritis lump or something, but they're not for sure, and that's probably what's causing all of her pain and what's really trying to pinch her nerves to cause her to have temporary paralysis to where she has no feeling in her legs to even walk. She's thinking about giving up her driver's license because she's afraid if she hits a pothole or something that she's going to lose all feeling in her legs and not have no control of the car when it comes to the braking gas. So it's not good, my man. Yeah, exactly, not good at all. So now I'm just, yeah, so it's she is really nothing yesterday today ever made her mentally okay. It's made her more depressed, and she feels like she's a burden on me, and I'm like, you're not a burden. Ray John Ray. So I'm really trying to be honest with you guys, I'm really trying to figure out a way to get her out of Illinois and get her to Oklahoma. I really do believe that there's better doctors there because the doctors today that we talked to, her primary care physician, bro, I don't I don't like them. But they're she was standoffish and like had an attitude and wouldn't freaking listen. And really, I wanted to choke her, but uh, it's like they don't care. They're just get you in and out. And I appreciate it, man. I need all the prayers I could get. But yeah, I mean, it's if I could get her out of here and get her close to Tulsa, I think she'll be better off. But then again, I could be wrong. But they got real good doctors in Tulsa. I was been researching the whole area and stuff last few weeks, as far as medical wise concerned. So I don't know what they got to have a. They're getting ready to do an MRI of her brain, bro. They got to have an MRI of her brain and find out why those nerves that are responding to her hips and her legs that cause that maybe maybe it's something in her brain, but they can't see nothing on the MRI, but they believe there's some pinched nerves that's in her spine that they're not seeing on the MRI, which is very possible to cause that. But with those bulging discs, I think it's all in those bulging discs, man. I think it's putting strain on her spinal cord, So considering that there's no cushion, no fluid in those cushions in between your vertebrae, I believe that to the fullest, but the doctors don't want to look into it. They feel like I feel like they don't want to do their freaking job. because we're on Medicare or whatever, Medicaid or whatever it's called, and we're not cash payers, that they just don't give a shit. You know, yeah, some doctors don't give a shit. I'm just so, I feel like they're letting her down, but my hands are tied. And now I'm looking for a daytime part-time job so I can leave my nighttime part-time job so I can be able to be home to cook dinner, because she can't even stand at the stove to cook or to even do dishes or anything, you know. Yeah, that's what I think too. It pinched a nerve. And it's putting weight on that nerve. And when she walks a certain way or maybe jerks a certain way, it snaps that nerve like a rubber band effect, and it just cuts off all feeling from the hips down. Yeah, and what really kills me is this right here. The doctor, the primary care physician doctor that saw her today, not even American. Yeah, it's finding one. Exactly, trying to find one. I mean, if look, I'm going to tell you this: outside of the doctors, Social Security, disability, and all that shit, um, man, I don't know, man. She is really depressed, and she is really feels like she is useless and a burden on me. And I keep telling her that's not the case. That no matter what, I'm not giving up and walking away. And she needs to stop thinking like that. But you're talking to a woman. So there's that. It's just kind of, I don't know, man. I'm lost. I just don't have any. I'm just lost. I feel like I could do more, but if I try to do more, that leaves her without me being at home. But how much more can I do when my hands are tied with the way things are? Yeah, that's what she suffers from, is chronic pain, but it's in her bones. It's like, it's called muscular skeletal something. It's a weird word, and I can never pronounce it. But yeah, it's like, I don't know what it is. I can't pronounce it. That's all I know. It's like muscle. I see. I'm not even gonna try. But yeah, fibromyalgia. She has all that. It's nuts, man. I'm really worried about her mental state. That's what I'm worried about. I just need to make sure I keep telling her it's going to get better. But you and I both know, we all know, it's probably not going to be the case. As far as her physically, they couldn't even do the test on her because last Saturday the orthopedic or whatever the occupational orthopedic doctor that disability Social Security sent her to couldn't even perform the test, said she's too weak, and saying she's disabled. She should be disabled. So I don't know if the dude just didn't want to do his job or if he actually really thinks that. And I don't know what's going on, man. I just don't know. I have no clue. But I got about a minute and a half. Oh, 1 minute. I got 1 minute left before I got to get out of here, guys. So I get stuff done that my boss asked me to get done around here. Just a couple small things for tomorrow. And then I got to close up shop. And it's going to be another long night. So tomorrow morning I got to get up early and go to a buddy of mine's house. He's going to pay me to help clean out his shed and get it reorganized. And then I'll be in here tomorrow night at work. And then Saturday I'll open to close, so I'll have probably plenty of lives Saturday. And I'll probably have one tomorrow. But other than that, man, thanks for showing up. Thumbs up. Thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all like always. Y'all have a good night and stay safe out there on those bikes, guys. Have a good one.